NASA scientists are set to take advantage of a unique research opportunity involving both the International Space Station and a subject here on Earth. And more on this, we're joined now by our online producer, Yulia Talmazan. What's this all about, Yulia?
Well, Steve, 3 men will blast off to the International Space Station around 1 p.m. Pacific time today. And 2 of them, astronaut Scott Kelly and his Russian counterpart, Mikhail Kornienko, will spend an entire year aboard this station. Now, amazingly, this is not the first time something like this has been attempted. The record for the longest stay in space is actually 437 days. But the typical stay on the station is about 6 months, while these guys will stay on for about 350 days. And the whole point is to prepare humanity for a very long mission to a planet like Mars, which could take up to 30 months, for example. So it's all about learning more about the long-term effects, things like psychological effects of being isolated in space, the loss of bone density and muscle mass, visual impairment, radiation, things like that. So they'll keep plugging away, looking for those very important answers on how we can sustain a long-term space mission. Now, an interesting twist to this mission, though, is that for the first time ever, 2 twins will be monitored from Earth and in space. So this is Scott and Mark Kelly. Now, I don't know which one's which because they're just so similar. And that's the whole point of this experiment, is that Scott, of course, will be in space for 1 year, and Mark will stay here on Earth, and they will be conducting tests and medical experiments on them, looking at their blood samples, how they perform on psychological and physical tests before, during, and after the mission for 1 whole year. And again, this has never been done before, and NASA scientists just saw this as a unique opportunity to study something like this. And so tune in live. Today NASA will be live streaming the launch. We'll post it on our website. This is the rocket that they'll be lifting off in. The weather sure looks good. And that picture that you saw before, that's them suiting up and all ready to go before the launch. And they sure look in good spirits. And it's quite the journey ahead of them.
All right, Yulia, thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Yulia Talmazan in the newsroom.